We need to talk about postpartum hair loss and what you can do with all of these weird baby hair chunks that start growing back in. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Lauren of Wholly Beautiful. I am a licensed hairdresser, and so today we are going to talk all about how to style your hair if you are dealing with new hair growth after losing hair for whatever reasons. Mine happens to be because of postpartum. My daughter is over a year now, and so I've got all of these really fun chunks of hair that have started coming back in. So I'm going to show you how I deal with my baby hairs literally all over my head. It's been fun. So first things first though, I will say that I ended up purchasing a set of extensions. I'm not wearing them right now because I want you to see my hair as is, but those are really, really wonderful if you've lost a bunch of hair to be able to thicken your hair up. I'll put the link to that video up here if you want to go watch that. The other things that I have been using on my hair, one of which I always use is the EVOLVh SmartVolume, which really, really helps to seal down the cuticle of your hair and smooth it out, but also doesn't weigh the hair down. And so you're going to nourish the hair that way. And then I've also been using the Orbe Serene Scalp Spray, and this has definitely helped my hair to grow back in a lot faster. I got that from my hairdresser. Orbe sells very specifically to salons and to like Nordstrom. So it's not something that I can go and just purchase as an individual hairdresser. But I do go to pro stores sometimes to get some stuff. But those are some of the products and things that I've used to make my hair a little bit thicker and longer in the meantime while it grows back in. So let's dive right in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up about the top half of my hair, and I'm just going to swirl that around, get to where you can see, sorry. And I'm going to clip that up. And the next thing I'm going to do is use this FHI, it's like a hot brush, and you can use it to kind of curl. What I like about this specifically is that I can get up underneath all of these like little crinkly bits and really kind of pull those down and smooth them out without making them like, I don't know, kind of like too flat. I still can have a little bit of volume. And I also like it because I can go up underneath the hair and really smooth out some of those little baby hairs that can be more visible sometimes. So that way they're not curly anymore. This is like kind of the first step in getting those to smooth out. I will say the other thing that I do is if I am blow drying my hair, what I will do is I blow dry the hair in a back and forth motion, meaning like I take my blow dryer and I blow it one way and I blow it the other way and I blow it back this way. Because my hair, you can see on my hairline, it has a tendency to grow pretty strong that way, and then I end up getting these like little weird bends. And so when you blow dry the hair in opposite directions, it really, really helps to make that hair nice and straight and lay down better, and it's not going to stick up and have all these weird bends. So the same thing over here, up underneath this hair, I'm gonna go up underneath it, and it's just like you're combing up underneath there and through there, through any waviness that kind of crops up with those little hairs. And so, it looks so silly. And so you can see that just helped to smooth things out so it's not so puffy around the hairline. This is also really great if you're pulling your hair into a ponytail. You're not gonna have like little curly cues up underneath it. So now what I'm gonna do, my hair, I just blow dried the roots last night. I didn't do anything special to it. I'm just gonna go through and add a few little bends. I really like this tool for kind of creating like the illusion of like blown out hair. It just gives a really soft bend. And I like having a little bit of wave in my hair, especially because I have lost so much hair and it just seems a little bit fuller if I'm not wearing it straight. If I have a little bit of those bends, kind of gives the hair more body, and that has been my chosen method of styling. Okay, so just kind of giving some bend to the hair, make it look a little fuller. So I'm going to continue doing the rest of my head, and I will check back in with you in a second. Okay, so I sped that up a ton just so you could get an idea of how I style my hair. I didn't want to take forever doing it, but it gives like this really, really pretty kind of like blowout look. It's not overly curly or wavy. It just gives it more volume, and I think that's one of the best things you can do for your hair when it's thinned out so much. The other thing, if you notice that I did, was all of these like chunks of hair in the front. What I did was go up underneath them and smooth that out into the rest of the hair. And the next step is really what's going to take care of those and keep them from separating out and just being like a weird shelf of hair. So the next thing I'm going to show you, it's very, very easy. You can use whatever products you have, whatever you like. I'm going to use some Elnet hairspray and this little tiny teasing brush. And for all of these little baby hairs, you can spray the hair directly, but you can also spray the brush like so and comb it over all those baby hairs. And then they lay down nice and smooth and start to blend into the rest of your hair. I like to spray it on the brush because then you can really coat those individual hairs to get them to lay down and kind of disappear into the rest of your hair. I'm gonna do the same thing again, spray my brush. And this is just a little cheapy brush. I would never do this to like my Mason Pearson or a brush that I really, really love or that's really expensive. But this is a brush that is pretty easy to clean as well. Now the trick with all these little hairs in the front, you don't want them to separate out, especially if you have kind of like bangs the way that I do. You don't want to have like a chunk of hair. I'm going to make sure it looks nice and thick and full. See how it kind of gaps like that? So I'm going to pull more hair down and forward and then sweep that back and over. And the trick is getting it all to flow together. This is why I don't have bangs anymore, because my hair fell out and I got bangs that I didn't really ask for. So like so, I'm going to soften out through these waves. Some of those shorter layers kind of popped up a little bit tighter than the rest of my hair. But that is basically how I camouflage my little baby hairs. I'll do one final spray to get things to stay in place a little bit better. I will show you one more product that really, really helps, and this one I swiped from my husband. Sometimes when my hair is extra unruly, I will get some of my husband's like clay pomade and take just like a teeny tiny bit, and I do this whenever I'm done heat styling my hair, and I really will smooth out, especially along my hairline, all those little hairs that want to stick up and stand out. That is how you do it, folks. It is easy peasy. And I feel good about this. I feel confident. I don't feel like my hair is like patchy and separated, and you can even run some up on these little guys underneath to get them to stick to that other hair. But this is my hair tips on how to camouflage new growth from hair loss, whether that be postpartum, whatever your hair may be growing back in from. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.